Check one. Oh, okay. Beautiful. You can hear me. Awesome. Guys, my worst nightmare came true. The Three of Cups. The East Village legendary restaurant and lounge is closing tonight. And with me is Anthony Barile and Justine Barile, owners of the Three of Cups. And we just wanted to do a quick broadcast down here, talk to them, interview them, get their thoughts on 26 years of serving the East Village, serving New York City, through the worst times, through the best times. Anthony, how are you, pal?
I'm good, man. The love is very much appreciated. Tired from the 26 years and this week of overwhelming love, but it's the end of an era. But I do appreciate everybody showing up, everybody expressing their feelings about what we did here, and that makes it just that much easier to actually close the books, because it makes me feel like at least we accomplished what we set out to do, and that is give people a place where they're gonna have a good time and remember it. And apparently that's what we did. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for everyone letting me know that. So thank you, everyone. Really, I mean that. Thank you.
Justine, you want to add something?
The love is overwhelming right now, and all the people have come back from the 26 years. The stories we can tell and the stories we can't tell that we all know, and love. It's down to the love. It's a beautiful thing, and Anthony works so hard to. He's constantly juggling, so he's gonna have a chance to take a rest. But I'm glad he got to see how many people came back to say thank you. And
certainly a lot more people that are watching this goddamn video right now.
Perhaps, yeah.
I shared it on your page too, but Anthony, real quick, I know you're busy tonight and everything. You're running around talking to everybody. Just give us the beginnings of the Three Cups. Well, I'm sweating like Godzilla. But take us to the beginning. Take us to the time you said, you know what, I'm gonna partner up with a couple of friends of mine. We're gonna buy this place.
Okay. In the short story, it was more like flying on the seat of our pants, and it was just like, okay, sure, let's do it. It beats working for a living, right? Beats waiting tables. We'll let other people wait tables. And my partner, Santa, was an actor. At that time, I was acting a lot more. And we figured, okay, we'll cover each other. We'll get to go on auditions. Instead of working for somebody else, we'll cover each other. And in fact, my Tony and Tina family, who hopefully will get to see this, I got to do that show for, 400 performances while still running this restaurant, because my partners were, understanding that that's why we did this, so that we can be creative people and, not just focus on work. But we were kids, and it was much easier then. The city was much easier. There weren't as many laws and rules and regulations, and rent was cheap, and
it was where three friends could get together and start a business.
Yes.
And get it going.
Because three other friends could live in an apartment by spending $300 a piece a month. Right. So we had the customer base that were artists and, just people trying to find their way, young people.
And what year was that, Anthony?
We started in 1992. 93, we really kicked it off. And so the early to mid-90s, the late 90s was, it was different. It was very free. We were winging it. And then Justine and I got married.
And that put an end to all the fun. It was over.
And I will resent my children the rest of my days for that. Hey, Jay. So, anyway, simpler times. We're 26 years. So I don't even know what to say. It's not like there was any kind of. There's no level of failure. It's all championship stuff.
Speaking of the family, we have Tony Tina's people watching now. Peter Dela Cruz, Susan Davis, Brooke Lundy, Maria Gentile, all sending kind wishes and everything. Greg Ascalese is watching. Carmine Flamighetti,
Carmenooch.
Holly Meyer. Happy Passover, Holly. Justine, talk to me a little bit about the connection of Tony and Tina's wedding and the Three of Cups, and how it just became a deep relationship. It went hand in hand for years, and you guys just spent so many days, bringing everybody together, and it was just a great meeting place to see each other.
Oh, me? Oh, okay. Well, Mark Nasser was hanging out here, and Mark's the original Tony, and Mark was doing the show, and he asked Anthony to come do the show. And so once that happened, we started coming over here after the show, and then everyone just fell in love with the Three of Cups, as one does once one walks through the door.
I did. I am a prime example. I walked through here, and I was like, this is the coolest place in New York City. I mean, a great Italian restaurant with a twist, dark, great lighting, great music. The people working here was so cool. And then you got the lounge downstairs. And, it's just the opposite of an Italian restaurant. It's just a rock and roll lounge with couches and seats and a bar and just so much fun. And, you really felt like you were in New York City having a great time at the coolest place, How did you come up with the name? I know a lot of people asking about that. Is it a secret?
Look at the homepage of the website. The important thing is, with the whole Tony and Tina connection, and I want my current Three of Cups people to understand, is that Justine and I and we love people, we love our friends, and we want to be connected to. We like having our friends around and to keep that connection. And so for my Three of Cups people, then we're talking about Tony and Tina right now. Understand that we left that show 22 years ago.
Yeah.
Left the show. And at least 2 to 4 times a year, we still have gatherings with that crew. And rest assured, my Three of Cups family, we will do the same. We will gather outside of here. We don't gather at the Tony and Tina space with those Tony and Tina people. We gather outside of there, our home. This Three of Cups is our home, but we will always be connected. Same way, same kind of family. So that's important to me, and it's important that I, because people get sad, like, oh my God, we're leaving each other. No, man, this place is leaving, and that's sad. But us, Three of Cups family, we are family, and always will be. So we will be together, not every day like we are, but we will be together. And when we do that, we'll talk about those times and have laughs. And so no fear. We are always.
Make the effort. You just have to make the effort.
They'll be there. Yep. We're connected.
Yeah, that's how it was for the Tony and Tina's people. You come in, somebody's coming into town, and it was always meet at the Three of Cups. Meet at the Cups. And you know what? It's not only for the Tony and Tina's people. It's for people that we don't even know. They tell, this was the meeting place. If you lived in the city or something, they wanted a place to meet up. This was a great place, and I'm sure there was tons of people who had the same experience as like I did when when Michael Perry comes into town. It's like, all right, I'm picking you up from the airport. We're going right to the Cups. Now, those were the down and dirty years, like from the first, maybe 8 to 10 years. I remember the place was it was one room on that side, and then 9/11 came, Anthony. And tell me a little bit about 9/11.
Well, that's a good question, actually, an interesting time here. So this new space, the second space, we took over the space in 2000 and opened it January of 2001, and it was a big leap of faith to take on more rent, more space, more responsibility. But we figured, hey, we can do this. And then 9 months later, 9/11 hit, and it was devastating, as we all know, as Americans, as New Yorkers, as humans. But New York downtown we were almost done. I mean, for months and months and months, people from the outside did not come. But, you know, we hung in there, we persevered, and
I remember you had just opened up the second room,
exactly.
and that happened.
We just opened up the second room.
And it was tough for you. It was tough for the business. I mean, I remember you telling me you almost closed the place back then.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, nobody wanted to come out and eat. I mean, it must have been for months.
For 26 years, this place has been through a lot. 1994, we had just started making, our mark, and we had a fire. And we were closed for 3 months. We went through 9/11. We went through Sandy. Whatever. Just all of the gentrification of New York City. I mean, that's where we are now.
Yeah.
We're at a place where this is not the New York that I knew or I signed up for. So, as sad as it all is, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. We're closing the books on who we were. And whoever comes in next, maybe they have the formula for what this new New York, contingency is looking for. But for me, I don't know.
Well, we know the rents are just skyrocketing, and they're ridiculous.
Yes, that's definitely a piece of it. My opinion, for what it's worth, and I've said this a few times this week, if Manhattan, New York City, did not have Broadway, the museums, and Central Park, we could be in Michigan,
Right.
in any strip mall or any main street.
Applebee's, Starbucks.
So, but, New York it is still New York. But as far as the soul and the uniqueness of those places that people were willing to, open and with an idea of like, hey, I'd like to do this and have people come and have a good time. It's over. It really is, and that's sad. Unless that's your mindset, you have a lot of money. You know what I mean? Because that's what it takes now. Because people have been asking me this week, oh, maybe you'll open somewhere else. No. I mean, if I were going to stay in this business, I'd stay right here. Because this is where I'm at. I mean, I'm already here. To do something new anywhere, it's a tremendous undertaking. Forget about physically and spiritually, but financially. And I don't know. Anyway, it's a new generation, and I don't know. Not for me, but I'm very grateful for the people and the experiences and the customers. Everything has been quite a blessing. So thanks, everybody. Maybe you'll see this all tomorrow when you, board at your desk at work. You can tune in and see how my day went. All right, love you all. I'm going to go back to my people that are here.
Thanks.
Showed up, you lazy bastards, at a home.
But we're going to stay right. We're going to stay right here. Anthony's going to take a walk around, punch people in the face. We got Jen Federici watching. Robert Stevens joined in. Robert's there. We're going to bring in some more people to get interviewed. Come on in. Guys, we're live at the Three of Cups East Village Italian restaurant that's closing tonight. It's legendary. So many things have happened here over the years. It's on the corner of First Avenue and 5th Street. And right now we have the beautiful Noelle Barile coming in. Noelle, thank you for coming in and joining. Let me move over a little bit more. Come on in. Noelle, now, the Three of Cups is older than you. And do you remember the first time you came here? Do you have any kind of memory? Or when's the earliest memory of you and the Three of Cups?
I don't remember memory because it was always just here, and it was as like, I don't have a first memory of being in my house because it was just like where I grew up, and it's the same as this. Like, it's like losing a childhood home because I've never known life without it.
Yeah. Now, when you were a baby, I'm sure you came and then you were here during the day, but at night it's a whole different scene. Do you remember the first time you came at night, or you really saw, like, got a good feel of how cool this place is?
Well, I remember being really proud of myself the first New Year's that I stayed up until midnight. So I spent every New Year's here, and then I was like, the more I got older, the more I realized how unique this place was, because you see, like, all the places around it that are just like, there's a Starbucks like down the block, and it's just like, it just feels like very separate from all of it because it's very unique and there's no other place like it. So.
You got people saying hello to you right now, Noelle. Maria Gentile, Susan Davis, John T. Lyons just joined in, Michael Drucker, another regular Three of Cups member here. Everybody loves you, Noelle. What about talk to me about some of the people you've met here. Some of the memorable people, stuff that happened. Tell you some Tony and Tina's people.
Oh yeah. So when Mickey still bartends here, but since I was very young, when Mickey was bartender, I would go back like behind the bar, and she would like mix drinks, and then I would give them to people. And then there's this like one piece of wood against the bar that me and my brother, like Mickey has been like etching in our heights on it since we were really young, and that's like behind the bar. And then me and Savino made a drink when we were really young. I think it's like orange and cranberry juice with like seltzer, and that's the Savino L. So. Yeah. That's right. I forgot.
Justine, Michael Drucker is saying hello. Michael Drucker spoke to Noelle earlier. He's another one, not in the Tony and Tina's family, but somebody who just loves the cups because of what it is. And he's a mutual friend of me and Anthony. We found out that Anthony is our connection, our 2 degrees of Three of Cups, I guess, or something like that.
Michael was here earlier.
Yes, he was. That's what he's saying, yeah. Really cool guy. I've known him for years, too, even before the cups. And oh, he did? I didn't know that. Oh, maybe I did know that. I think so, yeah, it is. It is. They've known each other that long. Michael wants a double. So who doesn't? So Justine, tell me about your earliest memory. What was the cups here? What was it before the Three of Cups, this place?
I don't know. I wasn't here at the beginning.
Oh my God.
No, I wasn't. I found out about the Three of Cups doing Tony and Tina's. Anthony came in to do the show, and one night we all went out. He was doing the show for like 3 weeks, and I said, "Oh, this is a cool place." And they're like, "Oh, this is Anthony's place." I didn't know Anthony owned it, so that's how I found out about it. And then
This room was a bodega, right?
this room was a bodega that we're in. Yeah, this was a bodega. They sold vegetables, cigarettes, and that's about it. That's what
Yes,
they
Michael said he went to high school with Anthony.
sold. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure it's right, Michael.
Good parts of the mic.
Yeah, the headphones are using as a microphone. Thank God, because I would have been in trouble. So many funny memories here and stuff like that. Is anything stands out at a certain? A lot of New Year's Eve parties you hear. I came to 3-4 of them. Anything that stands out? Anything that happened downstairs in the lounge?
I'm
Or
not
is it
talking
all-
about- I'm not talking about the lounge. I'm talking about my 14-year-old daughter. We had a Three of Cups softball team. We were in the East Village Bar League, and that was pretty comical.
Yeah, I played a couple of games.
But there were
Dad
no
took it
tan
serious.
lines. Oh, yeah. Anthony took it very seriously.
Yeah.
Anthony was under the impression it was like Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't. So, I had the birthday parties here. Had our birthday party.
I had my 50th here, Kevin Alexander.
50th year.
Yeah, this was the place to go. This is the place to be.
Birthday.
His first birthday. We didn't have Noelle's first birthday here, but she's the second kid, so
Yeah.
so it goes, you know.
I can tell you she's damaged from it completely. Very, Hey, look at Sparky. This is what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on, we're going to squeeze him in.
All right, come here. Come on, go online. Facebook Live, people. Well, get in here.
You get yelled at a lot here at the Three of Cups if you know the Sparky.
Yes.
A legendary Three of Cups patron. Tell me a little bit about yourself, there, Sparky.
Years. I became a part of the Three Cups family with my friend Freddie Simpson, who we all know and love.
Freddie Boom Boom Simpson.
Freddie, what was his name? Freddie Bump Simpson, I believe it was.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Anyway, he was bartending here. We gotta ask.
Go ahead, bud. Hold that guy. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that early. Uh-oh.
Yeah, slide it, Sid.
There we go.
What? Where we go?
I don't know. You're the star now.
No, I can't do this.
You're doing it. Hurry up. Just tell me a little bit about you and the Three of Cups. That's all we got to know.
Good friend Santo Fazio. Well, we need a big shout out to Santo Fazio.
Yeah, absolutely, Santa. What's up, man?
Where is Santo? We don't know where Santo is.
Right now, I don't know. I could have done. That's right. Fazio's in Bushwick, the new restaurant that opened
Best
up.
gourmet Sicilian pizza you'll ever find in your life.
Really?
Tremendous.
Tell me about do you remember the first time you walked into the Three of Cups?
I do remember the first time I walked through
Really?
the Three Cups. I absolutely do. All right. Should I? Is this cool?
It's great that people got to ask him if it's cool I tell this story. It's so funny, man.
All right. I'm going to bare my soul now. One of my very serious girlfriends and I came to the Three. We were just talking about this. Came to the Three of Cups like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, this is a really cool spot. And we used to come here and eat, and it was fantastic. Then all of a sudden I get a phone call from Freddie Simpson saying I'm bartending at this really cool, Italian restaurant, bar. And I come walking in here, and that was the rebirth. I'm saying, wait a second, I've been here before. And that's the story of me and the Three of Cups. That's where it all began.
How did you meet Santo? Did you know Santo already? Or are you from?
No, I met Santo here.
Okay.
Freddie's the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie's the connection.
Freddie's a missing link.
Freddie, yeah, where is Freddie?
Freddie is now living in Italy.
Is he really?
Perugia, I believe.
I'm not surprised.
Well, we can't give an exact address.
No,
Freddie,
exactly.
call in.
Freddie's,
Call in, Freddie.
Freddie he's an American hiding in Sicily. There's a lot of people that would pay a lot of money for that information.
Now, Sparky, you're a drummer, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about some of the musicians that hung out here and people that you met.
Oh my God. Well, obviously Chris Robinson of the Black Crowes.
Yep.
Right.
Gaga.
Joe Strummer.
Wow.
Chrissy Hine.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't.
Actually, Chrissy Hine and Joe Strummer came in for dinner together. Joe Strummer used to come all the time. But what about you? Wait, no. But Milano.
All right. Go ahead. You were
Chrissy
saying.
Hine.
Why is it so? We're in reverse. Okay.
Yeah. Why?
Now
is
we
it
have
like
the
that?
beautiful Cindy.
Hang on a second.
How do you say Milano?
Wait.
Milano.
Are these headphones?
They're headphones, but they're using this mic. It sounds perfect.
Put them together the way it
Welcome to Chris
was.
the Puro production.
It's a Polish microphone.
And James,
That's right.
Right,
James
James
Wormworth.
Wormworth.
who is the drummer on the
Who's
Conan
over-
O'Brien show.
We
Who's over
had
here?
all the Interscope parties here. Queens of the Stone Age. Who else? Monster Magnet, maybe. Right.
She's a music girl. She's a music mogul. Dave B.
Dave
gotta
B.
go.
Come say
You're
hello.
on next at FB Live.
Yeah, don't disappear.
David
No
looks like he's going to get
whatsoever.
interviewed by
Yeah.
the police. Or
We have
something.
longtime bartender Dave. Dave, I don't even know your last name. Birmingham.
Dave Birmingham.
Birmingham Regal.
Let's get him.
Very good.
Let's get him in.
All right, you want? Come on, Dave. Swing around.
It's like rolling.
Cindy, Sparky, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Please come back. Oh, we can't come back. It's a great night down here at the Three of Cups in the East Village. We're closing tonight. We just want to have a few people come on and relive some the fondest memories of the Three of Cups. It's a great place. We're going to miss it tremendously. But right now, here's Dave Birmingham, bartender of the Three of Cups, the front bar for how many years, Dave?
16.
16 of the 20. Wow. What percentage is that?
80.
80%.
Yeah, I'm good with math, motherfucker.
I know. Well, you had to give a lot of change through the years. Dave, you must have seen a lot of. Tell me about the first day you worked here. Anything?
First day I worked here, I came into train. First day I worked here, I came into train with Patrick Michael Buckley, Liza, and Del Cheetah.
Wow, 3 famous, long time. Yeah, awesome. Long time Three of Cups patrons.
So when I get to work, there's a half Corona on the bar. And I think to myself, oh, they must not have cleaned up from last night. And I go to clean it, and Patrick Buckley's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing with my beer? And he's like, if you gotta drink some beers, throw a few bucks in the till. But it wasn't from the night before. It was Patrick Buckley drinking. It was awesome. That was the beginning of the madness. I was trying to think of the craziest things that I've seen here, and I can't even begin. Like,
I know being in that front room must have been, from strangers just walking in off the street to people who were there for hours getting a little inebriated. And
who was the pizza guy?
the pizza guy was here?
No, the pizza guy, the crazy pizza guy.
The crazy pizza guy?
The crazy pizza guy that went nuts.
Rashid?
No.
No. The other one who they found downstairs, who was like drunk in the middle of the morning, with the pizza.
Oh my God, really?
I missed that one.
Well, yeah. Well, tell us.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You can fit in there.
I worked with Freddie, Alexandra Oliver,
Move over, Dave.
and
Gotta get
Patrick
Andy
Buckley.
in there.
Andy. We have Andy here too. Andy, I was told, a longtime patron of the Three of Cups. We have Savino Barile. We're going to have him come in soon.
I don't want to eclipse
No.
your light, but
A little bit more, Andy. Come on in.
Gotta get it.
Morally dubious.
morally dubious. Yeah.
That's a
Andy-
word. That's a saying Andy taught me.
No,
What's your connection to the Cups, Andy?
oh my God. I probably started coming. I'm a neighborhood resident. I live 1 block south, 1 block east, and 3 blocks south. And I've been coming here probably since the second year, I think, that it was in operation. Second or third year that it was in operation. And what can I say? It's been a home. It's been a refuge. It's been a kitchen. It's been a nightclub downstairs. It's been an amazing place to sit outside, and I will miss it dearly, as will much of the neighborhood when it is gone.
What was your favorite dish to have?
The Al Giardino pizza, one of the signature dishes of the place, immortal. Immortal. I stole a menu last night.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
now you're
great.
under arrest.
No, Anthony already hit
Justine,
me.
you were right. It was Rashid.
Anthony
the
already
pizza
hit me
guy.
on the side of the head.
Oh, you get hit by Anthony also? I get hit by Anthony also.
Yeah.
Sometimes not in the head either.
We might have a class action suit.
Yeah. We're doing it on the last night.
The Al Giardino was for the history books. Myself, personally, very fond of the seafood risotto. Gone down there many times. Always a favorite.
Three
Always
Cups
a
is
favorite.
famous for their brick oven pizza. They have a
Very good, crispy, thin crust, amazing.
Yeah.
And Jerry, all-time pizza maker, in my opinion, all-time pizza maker.
yeah, another employee who's
Yes.
been here for years. Also.
It's so difficult to articulate what a critically important place it was for regulars
A living room.
in this neighborhood.
A
It
living
was like a
room.
living room, but the people made a
Yes.
very big difference.
Yeah.
And that was Anthony's genius, and all props to him for that.
Yeah.
Because by and large, he really knew how to pick the people.
Right.
And he also was very deeply connected, very rooted to the old East Village. He and I are peers. Generationally, we're right. I'm 58. we were pretty close, and he knew how to pick people who respected the tradition and the history and the vibe of the East Village. And it hurts to see that go. It hurt to see CBGB's goes, and it hurts to see the Three of Cups go. It's a very, very deep part of East Village identity.
Yeah. He helped me figure out the craziest thing about this place is all the people that are together that became family.
That what?
That's crazy. All the people that are together that became family.
Yes.
From the help, the
Yes.
customers, the extended family.
Yes.
It's incredible, and I'm not going to cry, so I'm going to walk away.
That's it, Dave. Dave, thank you so much. Thank you for your years of making everybody feel welcome. As soon as they walk through the door, they see Dave, and Dave would say your name as soon as you walked in, and you knew you were at home. You were at a home away from home where it was something, you know. Love you too, Dave. Thank you, buddy. Savino Barile. Wow. Wow, what a catch this is. How are you, Savino?
I'm good, Chris.
It's your last. Are you working right now? Are you on the clock?
Kinda. Yeah. Yeah. Sorta.
Do you have a sense? Don't let me interrupt.
Just
your
move.
gig.
No, come on, man.
Do you-
Just move over a little.
Sure. Yep. Get in here. What do you carry with you from your father's leadership of this
For my
place?
father's leadership.
Yeah.
I guess I carry the shared income in the family. And,
That's good.
I don't know, just him. He's able to be authoritative, but also very kind to people, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a good mix. It's a good mix. to
Very
carry
good
on.
mix.
Yeah.
This country could use a lot more of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how long you been working here now?
I've been working here for like 2.5 years. Yeah.
Just working hard too. Every time I come in here, you take it very serious, you know, and you're always doing something
Yes.
and
Conscientious.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I always try to put in the best effort so I don't get yelled at.
You know, I'm a customer here, and I feel the same way.
What's one of your earliest memories of the Three of Cups?
One of my earliest memories, I don't know. Probably I was pouring someone's Guinness behind the bar when I was 6 years old with Mickey. So the health department can't do anything now. It's too late. So
That was it. It was poured the beer.
Yeah, and I bet it was a fine pint too.
it was
Yeah.
indescribable.
That's great.
Undescribable.
He's a real leader. Do you have a sense of your dad as like a leader?
Yeah, definitely. Considering he's my boss and my dad, so
All right. So the future now, you know, have you thought about how it's going to be like having your dad around? You know, a lot more often. You think that's good or a bad thing for you?
I mean, I hope he just stays out of my room, and I hope he finds a hobby or something good to do. But I wish him the best in his relaxation.
You know what? Your parents are well loved by so
Sure
many
are.
people.
They sure are.
And you see, you know, at the gatherings at your house over the summer, you know, how many people come over and spread the love, and you're always around.
And you should be very proud.
Yeah,
Very, very proud.
I am.
tell us a little about now. Are you riding a dirt bike? A mountain bike? Your mountain bike. I'm so.
I mean, I don't know. I'm really not one to toot my own horn, so yeah, I just enjoy the sport. Yeah.
Well, you take it very serious, and you belong to a club.
Yeah. I'm on a race team. I got my race.
There it
team
is.
right
Give it a
here.
nice plug. Go ahead.
There it is.
Yeah.
What's the team called?
Oh, it's called PLWB Factory Racing. Follow us on Instagram.
So you've been working on the weekends mostly?
Yeah, working on mostly Saturdays.
What are you going to look forward to having Saturday nights to yourself now?
Yeah. Hopefully I find some friends to share it with.
Are you looking forward to spending more time with your sister?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's great, Savino. Awesome.
Love it.
So what time is it here? Wow, it's 12:14.
Yes.
Wow, this is going by so quickly.
Yes.
So quickly.
Yeah.
That means we have to wrap it up. Does that mean?
And the wine is almost out.
No, Yeah, things are running out here.
They're down to the Chianti now.
Thank God it came last night. I got to have my last glass of sangria, the homemade sangria. What's your favorite dish here? What do you usually eat when you have some?
My favorite dish, probably the pizza.
Which one?
Margarita with onions.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, is the onions added, right? It's not a regular margarita.
Yeah,
You throw any in?
onions
You're a wild man.
Yeah, I am.
And I love that. They would.
I always see myself as the wild card in the situation. Wait, I'm gonna say goodbye to
Yes,
Sure.
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
And they would.
We're very loose here. Would you like to be interviewed there? Come here. Come on, swing around. Andy, anything else you would like to add?
Not much. Only I'm just gonna miss this place dearly. It's been an essential part of my life, and some of the major lifeblood of the East Village and the neighborhood. It is a grave loss for the neighborhood, as well as for myself and the regulars who come here. So I'll miss it. I miss it, and I love it very much, and I'll never forget it.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Andy. Good to meet you, bud. Andy, everybody, longtime patron of the Three of Cups. And now we have the gorgeous Tanya. Tanya, your waitress here?
Yeah.
How long you been working here, dear?
On and off again for 9 or 10 years.
You're kidding me.
No, I worked in the basement in my 20s, and then I moved back to New York like a year ago and got a job upstairs. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So where were you before you started working here?
Well, the first time I was in Wisconsin, and the second time I was in LA.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And did you come here to the Three of Cups as a patron first, and you said?
My old man friend Angelo, who grew up in Little Italy, knew Anthony as a boy or something, and sent me this way when I was looking for work. Yeah, just like another East Village character. Yeah, that knew Anthony.
Now, did you have to fill out an application? Did you have to have a resume, or you just came in and said, "Hey, I want to work
I did
here"?
have a resume. That was the best I could do, but it was true information. But he gave me a shot, and Kimmy was my trainer, and she's real straightforward, like smart, tough gal. So that was good. But my first night, this girl saw her like boyfriend at the end of the bar with another lady, and she took a Budweiser bottle, broke it over the bar, and threw it at him. No, went after him. They stopped her. They kicked her out. But as she was leaving, she picked up one of the candles and threw it across the room, and the wax went over my face. And that was my first night, and I was like, I love this place.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I was like, and
it
was
could have
just,
went
like,
either way, you know.
So much rock and roll and pizza, and I love both those things so much, and just really good people, and like they're a great family. I mean, it was like really nice to work for that in that environment. I live in the neighborhood. It meant a lot to me to be a part of it.
Yeah, rock and roll and pizza. That's a great combination.
Yeah, I've lived off
know.
of it for many years.
Yeah. So I remember years ago, 26 years ago, I used to come down here into this area, and it was down and dirty. You know, it was before the big change that came in, and you had St. Mark's Place was rocking, and Coney Island High. Did you ever hear of Coney Island High? Great place to see local New York City bands. I just loved it. All right, so you worked here for how long, and then left?
I worked here for like 5-6 years, and then
That's a long stretch for a
went to-
waitress.
I
and
was a bartender.
Yeah.
Might have been more like 4 or 5. But Anthony's great. You get a gig, and you can do it, and then come back.
Yeah.
That's a very special thing.
And is that what happened to you?
Yeah, so I would get like various gigs, and one of them moved me out west, and then I didn't want to live in LA anymore, and I came back home, and this place was here, and I got a gig again.
So what are you going to do now? What's in the future for you?
I'm working in the neighborhood still. I'm going to take some classes and things I'm interested in, and keep, seeing friends, and eventually, I don't know, I might move if all these places just keep turning into glass boxes,
Yeah, that's what it seems like. The big article in the newspaper of all these storefronts that nothing's going on.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, everybody wants to charge these outrageous rents, and nobody wants to take the risk. And how could you blame them? How could you blame them?
Yeah,
And
it's strange, but really lucky for us to be able to experience this type of character,
yeah,
when we could. So,
right.
yeah, it means a lot to be a part of it.
Yes, I mean it means a lot to a lot of people over the
I know,
years.
I noticed the whole week.
Yeah, people have been coming in,
Yeah,
and
I saw a couple I never seen before. They met here. Then they had their wedding dinner here, and came back when they heard the news.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is great for like first dates. And you said the first night you worked here, something happened. Somebody was on.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I've seen a lot of first dates here, or anniversaries, and yeah.
Any pleasant memories that didn't
lots.
involve a beer bottle?
Lots.
Uh-huh.
And plus, if you deal with a real asshole, Anthony's got your back.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way. So I was happy to work hard and for him.
Yeah.
As hard as I could. I'll admit, the kitchen might disagree. I forget a lot of the lemon goes on this one, or they'll always stop me and they can't believe I don't remember. But my head's in the clouds a lot of times.
Is it? Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the kitchen a little bit.
Okay.
No, you don't. You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The food that comes out of the kitchen, the chefs, has been the same chef for a while?
No,
or?
it's been two different main ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Only two?
Kate was. There might have been more, but as long as I've been here, Kate and then Jaime.
Jaime.
Yeah.
Jaime.
It's like Spanish for Jamie, like the way Jamie is spelled. And then there's Pedro and Miguel and Manuel and Herman, and those are the usual suspects.
Talk to me about Babu.
Who's that? Oh, yeah. He was back in the day. I just remember him being nice and cool, but I didn't really work with him that much.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was downstairs then.
Uh-huh.
You know.
I know Anthony once told us to get us phone cards for Babu if we ever wanted to give him some, because he always calls us family in Bangladesh,
sure.
and it was very helpful to him. So everybody would give him phone cards as like gifts and stuff. And that's the kind of place this was, and everybody pulled together and helped each other out, and it's definitely a family atmosphere here.
Yeah.
So, are you off of work right now?
No.
No? Don't worry, they'll understand. They'll understand.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So what do you do after tonight? You're gonna go downstairs?
Oh yeah, I'll be here all night. I mean, as long as we're open.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll see you downstairs,
Cool.
and I'll buy you a last drink,
Oh, thanks.
and that'll be fantastic.
What's your name again?
Chris.
Tanya.
Nice
to meet you.
nice to meet you
Thanks
too,
for
dear.
capturing,
No problem. It's my pleasure. I mean, I love this place, and I've been coming here for 20 years, and I've seen a lot of stuff happen here too. And I was a bouncer one night. The Black Crows had an after party here downstairs. So Anthony called me up and said, Chris, can you just come here, and stand at the top of the steps all night? Just stand there. Just make sure, everybody. I said, all right, because he knew Kate Hudson was going to be here and all these people. So I'm there, and I'm wearing a 3 Cups T-shirt, and all of a sudden, Kate Hudson comes up the steps, and she goes, I have to go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? I said, oh, right here, Kate. She goes in the bathroom. Maybe like an hour later, Liv Tyler came up, a little inebriated, and there was a long line for the bathroom. And she goes, I can't wait on that line. I really have to go. So I was like, I panicked. I wanted to come through for her, and then I remembered the little secret bathroom. I sent her back there. She was so happy. She gave me a hug and a kiss. I was like, oh. And then maybe an hour later, Liam Gallagher. Like that, did you see the younger one from the Oasis? Are you familiar with it?
Sure.
He came up here and he was a little angry at somebody. He said he was going to smash a glass in someone's face. And I said, I don't think that's a good idea, Liam. He looked at me like, who are you talking to me? And I guess his manager or something just said, I'll take care of it. And it all blew over. But
One time somebody kept falling asleep downstairs, and we told him he can't sleep in the bar, and then he passed out again. So I filled up.
Oh my God, that was me!
I filled up a whole pint glass of water and poured it over his head.
Did you? Did he wake up
He
after?
apologized and left.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
Well, thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much, dear.
Have a good night.
Oh, you too. Tanya, famous bartender, worked here, left, came back. Why don't you come in? Come on. What's your name, dear?
I'm Deb Jones.
Deb Jones.
Yes.
You look familiar.
Yeah, I would say I am familiar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you
Like she is.
are you a former employee?
No, I'm a former. No, I'm a current and to the end patron of 3 Cups.
Oh, really?
Club.
Oh, okay.
I lived 1 block from here.
Okay. For how long? And you still live 1 block away?
I don't. I had to give up my apartment a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But I came down here especially from Rochester, New York. I took the train down 4 in the morning to be here today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
the kind of place this is, that you had to come here for the last night. Did you?
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of your early memories of the Cups.
Oh man, we were just so welcomed and loved here, and we fucking ran the joint for a while. You know, we're just so trusted, and Anthony was always so good to us, and Santo, and birthday parties and Halloween and shutting this place down all the time. And they would leave here and they come to my apartment, you know,
Wow.
James Wormworth and
So that means you saw the sun come up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's when I first came down here. James was always hanging out here, and just so, so many people from Tony and Tina's wedding. We talked about that earlier and stuff. Some of your memories, any strange things that ever happened here that you I know you're supposed to keep it to yourself sometimes, but if you're gonna give a story, this is the night to give a story.
It's really a blur.
I can understand that. You know.
I remember I fell off the booth once. I was sitting up on the booth.
Did you really? You fell off the
booth? I took it
booth.
upon myself to climb around on the booth for some reason.
Right.
But I remember falling backwards on that, or falling off the side.
Right.
But that's nothing really.
Well, we don't have people here who spent a lot of time at the Three of Cups. They're living in other places now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know Mark Nasser?
Of course, Mark Nasser,
talk a little bit about Mark since he's not here. Tell what
sorry, Mark, you're not here.
Yeah.
Where's the camera? Oh,
Right here.
Marky, we miss you. I see that you have a big, long Facebook post about Three of Cups and all that. So I'll read that later. But Michelle was reading it out loud before. It was very sweet. We miss you very much. We're very happy for you over in San Francisco, I think you live.
Yes.
Yep. We miss
He's
you.
doing very well at the Compton Cafeteria Riots.
Okay.
That he wrote. Yes.
Oh.
And it's running right now in San Francisco.
I'll check it out.
So Mark is a great writer.
Of
He's
course.
one of the writers of Tony and Tina's
That's right.
wedding. He wrote a great play called The Mayor's Limo.
Yep, I
That
saw it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It was on East 4th Street. With James was in it, and Drea. Oh, I forgot her real name. But
Andrea.
yeah, she was in Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot her real name. I remember her.
Sharon Angela.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess I don't know. We must have crossed paths.
I was an understudy for it. I went on a few times as Mark. I went on as Bonzo.
Oh, cool.
And I was, absolutely flattered that he would even consider asking me to do that.
Yeah.
So I got to go on a few times.
Very nice.
And, it was fun. And that's, and the place was right up it was a Crane Theater. And we used to do the show, and then we used to come here.
Yeah.
And it was just the perfect combination, and it was...
I was just thinking, I was going through my CDs recently, and I've got these burned CDs, like Mikey Lewis. Do you know who Mikey Lewis is?
No, I don't know.
Mikey Lewis is another regular here, and he would make me CDs for my birthday, like mixtapes kind of thing. And I've got 2 or 3 mixtapes that I used to DJ here for Sunday brunch.
Oh, really?
So Scotty would be working, or Dave B, or Caraba Bear, or one of those guys would be on the bar, and I'd bring my own music to play for my own brunch.
Very
It's pretty fucking cool.
What was your favorite time? I got rock and roll, I guess.
Yeah, it was all
right?
punk rock stuff.
Yeah, all punk rock stuff,
Yeah.
really?
A lot of Australian bands and stuff
Really?
like that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Australian punk rock?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'd like to be exposed to that. That sounds very fun.
Oh, that's good.
So is there anything you want to say to the Three Cups, to Anthony?
Thank you for the memories. Thank you so much. I don't know what we're going to do without you. We're all discussing about how and where we're going to meet when we come to town. We come from far and wide, and we always meet here. So what we're going to do...
What I was just saying. It's a meeting place for people who are out of town.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's meet at the Cups.
And you tell your friends, like, what are you going to do? You're going to New York for the first time? Well, don't go, fucking 42nd Street. Come down here.
Yeah.
This is where you come. So
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for Anthony and Justine and everybody. And yeah,
Well,
I'm
thank
glad
you,
it
dear.
worked. I'm glad it worked out. Not in a really bad way.
I know. Well, you know what?
He went out on his own way, on his own terms. So
Exactly.
that's much
He
better.
went out on top.
And we didn't know coming here. I didn't know, why. I thought somebody, like the rent went up or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that he did on his own terms. And these, what are they called? Torches.
Right.
I put my arm up for one of those, so hopefully I'm going to score one of those and have that at home for the rest of my life. So.
Well, they got a lot of them. So,
Yeah, or a menu. I might take a menu tonight.
Yeah, you know what?
Some
I'm
kind of
definitely
food, yeah.
taking one. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a few. Oh my God. Awesome. Oh, you're doing good. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
Go ahead, Senator. We're coming.
Sissy, you want to talk?
Get a good frame. Get a good frame there. That's all right.
You don't want to incriminate yourself.
Pawan, what's up, Pawan?
Who's on my line?
One of my favorite, my former
Brooke. Hi,
students.
Brooke.
Brooke is saying, yup.
Hi, Brookie.
Cindy Costello's watching. Lenora. Susan Barron. One of the writers of Tony and Tina's wedding, Nell Schwartz, Alexandra Oliver. Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. You gotta come closer. We're a family here. So I have no idea who you ladies are.
Hi.
Brooke is watching. Good frame. Thank you, Sparky. Excellent. Who are you ladies?
I'm Rebecca Larson.
I'm Cici Marini.
And what's your relation to the Three of Cups?
We're friends. We're friends.
Old friends.
Yeah.
Yes, and now we're going to be orphans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, when I first came to visit New York, I was meeting our friend James Wormworth, and he's like, meet me at this place on 1st and 5th. And he sat there in that booth, and I came in, and I had just landed in New York, and I had no idea what was going on in my life, or if I really wanted to move here. And I sat down here at that Cups table, and I had the best pasta, and then we went downstairs, and after that night, I was like, I'm moving here.
Yeah.
And I moved here 2 months later.
I think Brooke Lundy also has the same kind of story where she
was
came.
one of the she was one of my facilitators, one of the girls that taught me actually.
Really?
She was like, if I can do it, you can do it. Us small town girls will stick together.
Yeah, well, you know what? Once you come here, you become really, it's part of a family, and
Yeah.
you get taken in, and you're like, all right, I feel comfortable here. And when you're in New York City, just finding a place that, especially from out of town,
Oh, man,
where'd you come from?
Already, I'm from Idaho.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
How about you, dear?
I'm from Norway.
I heard Norway.
Well, I didn't come all the way from there to come here, but it's James Wormworth. He brought me here too.
Oh,
he is the culprit.
Uh,
Hi, Brookie. Because oh my God, I met everybody. I love this place. I'm so sad.
Yeah. What's your earliest memory of the Three Cups? You remember the first time you came here, the first couple of times?
Darling, I had a couple of 2, 3, so I'm not exactly sure.
That's a great Three Cups answer.
I remember a lot, but some of it must stay
And the rest that she doesn't, it was a good time too.
Now, you were talking about the food up here, how good the food is.
The
but,
food is wonderful.
But downstairs is just a whole different world
Oh, it's
downstairs.
That's always so great about it. It's like you would get your food on up here, and then you would have your extra martini and turn a corner, and you actually didn't have to go anywhere. You just had to literally go downstairs. When you we turned the mental corner, you just had to.
Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, but we're gonna start all over again. We were talking about Puss in Boots doing her burlesque show downstairs at Naughty Noir and bringing in all these great burlesque dancers to perform. Let me see if I could tag this up real quick. Edit post. I do. No. Maria Gentile is back. Astrid, we're going to have you come on. Do you mind speaking? Potentially 1 billion people are watching, dear. Potentially.
Oh my God, no way.
Yes. Why don't you come over?
I'm leaving now. Sassy, come here. Thank you so much.
No problem, dear.
Goodbye, everyone. We're like so orphaned now. We don't know where to go. So
Pana 2 is right 4 stores up there. A nice Indian restaurant. Now, I always used to bust Anthony's chops about, I'm not coming here anymore. I'm going to go to Pana 2. Not that it's a bad restaurant or anything. I just thought it was.
No way, baby. No. But thanks for
You're going to stay here? You're going to go?
No, I'm going.
Okay, let's switch
Sassy,
seats.
you're on your own. I have to go now.
She wants
Bye,
you to stay here.
everyone.
Don't worry.
Stay here, baby. No, stay here.
You're beautiful.
Sparky, we're on here. What is going on?
All right.
Sassy, you're
Guys, I'm sorry we had to cut the feed. Something happened, but we're back now. Let me see if I can just tag some people real quick. I don't know if I can do this here. We're closing this place down, guys. It's 12:37 right now, and with me is
Astrid.
Move down just a little bit more.
All right.
Astrid.
Astrid.
Astrid, and how long have you been coming to the Three Cups, dear?
How long? About 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you live in the neighborhood?
No, I live in Norway.
Wow.
So every time I come to New York, this is the place.
And how often do you come to New York?
Once, twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you always come here?
Always.
And you meet your friends? Really?
Always.
What's your favorite food to eat here?
Everything.
I know what you mean.
Can't you see everything?
That's what's great about this place.
It's Everything is the atmosphere, it's the people, it's the local, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's the best place in New York, and I've been here a long time. I mean, I'm coming back and forth, being to a lot of places, and this is the place.
Right.
And I'm so sad.
Yeah, I know,
last night.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I really it don't feel like it. You know, it's a weird thing that it's going to happen, but it's you know, I have a feel it's like we're going to be here next weekend, but it's not going to happen. But
In our hearts and our soul, we will.
yeah. I mean, the restaurant, the food is just amazing. They have all the classic Italian dishes, you know, which are amazing, and then they have that, you know, the brick oven pizza.
Yeah.
Which is just amazing with this oven that is brought over from Italy. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
they brought it brick by brick. Oh, you did?
Are you kidding me?
I'm so sorry for even doubting your knowledge about the three cups.
Exactly. You know, I've been coming here a long time.
Do you have any great memories of the cups? Anything that sticks out? Anything that happened downstairs? Do you go downstairs often?
Yeah. There used to be parties, great parties, you know, with everybody. It's like sisters and brothers. It's like a big family.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it was like that,
and,
you know.
And we used to close the place down all the time, and you know, sitting in the what do you call it, in the sun when the sun rises. You sat on the stairs, and oh man.
Give me one name of somebody that you wish that you could see again that you knew from the Three Cups.
We have a very special friend that passed away a couple of years ago. Is it a couple of years ago now, Paulie? And wow.
Look at James Wormworth, famous drummer and actor from the mayor's limo. Yes, yes. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna join us?
Oh, I actually have a thing across town. I'm doing a thing.
Just put your face on here. Say goodbye to the Three Cups, and we'll let you get going.
Goodbye to Three
Cups. Mwah. Love you. Miss you.
Go ahead, James.
Hi, it's James.
Right, James Wormworth.
Three of Cups, it means everything to me.
Everything.
That's all I got.
That's it.
Mommy, you always sucked. I still love you, but you always sucked. Justine, you're the greatest. Savino, Noelle, you got dealt a bad hand. What can you do? Really? Just handle it. Handle your business.
Give me one quick memory.
I remember when I was in my crib.
Your house?
It wasn't me that farted. It was my twin.
Oh. Very.
Look what I stole, though.
Yeah, everybody's stealing menus. Steal me a menu. Save me.
I love you, Three of Cups.
We have a new guest. Thank you, James. We have a new guest. I don't know who he is, but he's going to introduce.
I'm Craig.
Craig, and what's your relation to the Three Cups?
I've been coming.
You're an uncle, Uncle Craig.
Yes, I'm Uncle Craig from 6th Street. I've been coming here since the joint opened. Well, a year after the joint opened, 93 or so. When did it open?
92.
Because I lived on 6th Street between 1st and 2nd at that time, and we used to come over here. And I've been getting the puttanesca for 20 fucking years. I get the same thing. I don't even try anything else. And it's just like, I think I'm going to have puttanesca. I'm going to go to Cups and get puttanesca. I mean, I could get it other places.
Yeah.
Other places have it. This place has other things. But I get this one thing here for a fucking year. And now I have it here. I'm taking it home. So Cups can have my thing tomorrow. And also, while we're here, I've been on every woman I've gone out with. At some point we've come here. So I have lots of romantic memories of this place, where like we come here and all these, I mean, you know, of course they've all left me, and I'm you know, a pathetic loser.
You might have left
midlife
a few.
crisis. You know, I'm having a pathetic midlife crisis right now. It's I really feel bad about.
Join the club.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Well, it looks like you might have spent some time downstairs also. You look like the type of person that might hang out down there. Any fond memories down there that you could talk about, or is that all what stays in the Cups?
Midlife crisis. I have a midlife crisis for a reason. Brooke Lundy. Brooke Lundy, I know you.
Yes.
Brooke Lundy. Love Roxy. She's looking. I know her.
Brooke, say hello real quick.
Where's this light shining in her
It's
eyeballs
right.
so bright? It's horrible.
If we shut it off,
Rookie, look, there she is.
That's it.
Say hi. Hi, Rookie. But no, it's a beautiful place. But it doesn't feel like some places end in New York and you feel sad and fucked up about it.
Yeah.
I don't think this feels sad and fucked up in that kind of same way.
Yeah.
But we'll miss it, and I'll have to.
The sense of pride that that I was part of it, and it's going out while it's on top. Packed tonight, packed last night. Every time I come in, it's so crowded. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Anthony Patelis has joined us. How you doing, Tony? Tony Shea, famous one of your great. Hey, thanks so much, man. Nice meeting you. Good luck to you. I'll see you. Tony, share some moments from the three cups. Who else is gonna come on in, dear? Come on, say something. Just share. You don't want to do it? You got to do it. People are just popping in. Just introduce yourself, dear, and tell me, Kate, and what's your relation to the three cups?
I used to be the chef here for like 6 years.
Wow. So you're Aunt Kate.
No,
Just Kate. Oh, okay. It's a very being a chef at a restaurant is, I'm sure you put your heart and soul in. It's a very personal thing. What years were you the chef?
2001 to 2006 or 7.
Oh wow, it's a nice run.
Yeah.
That's very good. How did you hear about the cups? How did you know they were looking for a chef?
Well, that's a lovely question. I used to come here. My sister lived in New York in the 90s, and it was like a smaller bar. Whenever we came here, and then both weird. Like I came in here, I went to culinary school. I knew Morgan downstairs, and I knew a bunch of people downstairs or whatever. And they were looking for a chef, so I came here, and I was their first, like, probably female, non-Italian male chef that they hired. Yeah.
And did you fall in love right away, or were you a little apprehensive of the place?
No, Italian food has been my passion since when I was cooking. Like I worked for Venus Cafe for like 5 years. And I've always done Italian cooking.
So you knew, okay, I know I'm gonna stay here for a while. This is a pretty cool place.
I loved cooking at that point in time, and I liked,
Is there any dishes that you invented or introduced to the three cups that are still on the menu?
No, probably not. I just like, I just love cooking, like, for people, because I knew my customers and I knew how, like, to make things for people. It just made me happy. There's a lot of people that come in here that remember me as a chef here, and that means a lot to me.
So where were you a week ago, and when did you find out that Cups was closing?
The week I was at home, it was my husband's birthday.
Well, happy birthday!
The day after his birthday, and I found out they were closing. Yeah.
And then you knew you had to come down here eventually and say, "Yeah, have you kind of?" Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So how do you know this place?
I was an actor in Tony Tina's wedding.
Okay.
And, once you're in Tony Tina's wedding, you hear about the three cups right away. And about 20 years ago, I came here after a show, and I thought it was the coolest place in the city. And I never stopped coming. And that's how it is with this place. And
you make friends here, like you make amazing relationships here.
Yeah.
And you meet the best people here, and it's like home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. There's a trust between the people who come here. It's like
you can walk in here any day of the week, whatever, and always find something you do here.
Right.
That you know was friend.
Right.
Mommy came to my wedding. Everyone I knew that I met here, they were all at our wedding. We got married.
Talk a little bit about Mummy and his personality.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I'm not gonna do that. Mommy's amazing. Mommy's amazing. He's a passionate man who is just an amazing person.
Yeah.
It's amazing. He yells and he screams.
Yeah.
But he cares so much about everyone who worked for him. And it's he's amazing. Look what he built. Look what he built. Look what he and Santa built here. This is a home for every person I know that's ever come in here. This is my second home, and I've always felt at home here. It's been that way for 26 years.
Yeah.
That's an amazing thing to do.
It is.
They built an amazing thing here.
Yeah.
I think he's touched every single person that has ever worked for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great. So that's what I want to say about money.
Thank you so much, Kate.
That's
Thank
about
you
money.
for coming in.
All right.
And good luck to you. And hopefully I'll see you down the road somehow, some way.
Yeah, maybe. I've just been coming in here to cry. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it.
Have a good cry. There's nothing wrong with that. Let your emotions out. Is anybody else? I see people crying outside right now. People are hugging. It's very sick. What's up, Greggy? I'm with Greg and Dave. Hope we can get together soon. Miss you. Lucia. Okay. Oh, my God. Yes. Me and Lucia used to work at F&A Embroidery together. And that was something. Anthony, so many memories at the Cups. Last time I got piss drunk, thankful several years ago, I went to sleep on the floor of the men's bathroom for 2 hours. Anthony Barile, the good boy that he is, just closed it off to foot traffic as I was sober enough to get up. Wow, that is a classic 3 of Cups story where just people looking out for each other. Dave, you want to come back in? Come on. Well, I'm not going to make you cry. It's the situation that's going to make you cry. We're going to have Dave. I will. Dave, longtime bartender of the 3 Cups, is coming back in.
Misogynist, bully.
Are we still talking? Is that you're talking about Barile?
No, misogynist and bully. That's me. I've been yelped.
Really?
That I was a misogynist and a bully one time.
Wow.
Because we were watching the NBA Finals and they showed a WNBA commercial, and they had all the great NBA players in a studio, saying how much they love the WNBA. My comment was, that would make more sense if them and their family were at a game cheering about the WNBA. Which I think is pointing out misogyny rather than being misogynistic.
Right.
And someone fucking yelped me saying I was a misogynist, and I bullied them into getting sangria.
Now, I'm sure the boss got upset at you and reprimanded you.
I don't think he cares too much for Yelp.
Yeah, I know. Oh, a funny story. I heard that someone was live yelping as they were in the restaurant giving reviews, and he found out who it was and went up and said something to him. Were you here that night? He mentioned something on Facebook then.
I was here, but I tried all I could to avoid it. Because how the hell can I help that situation?
Yeah.
Mommy, calm down. That don't work.
No.
I'll just get in trouble too.
That's right. So it's mostly just avoid it and make believe it's not happening and just plow through it.
I may believe I try to watch out of one eye so I can get so I can laugh.
Yeah. Talk to me about some of the old time regulars who used to come here. People like Mark Nasser and back in the day. I saw Pepe. Pepe was here earlier.
I saw Patrick Michael Buckley the other night. He was here.
Yep.
No one better than that person, man.
Yeah.
He gives you the idea that if you have understanding and compassion, you can have love. Awesome person. Again, Jimi Hendrix, who is no longer with us. God rest his soul. Nicest man I've ever met at Cups. Mark Nasser, the greatest. Creative genius. Full of heart. Even the people at Anthony, just for allowing me to be here, and yourself, and just all the great people, man. And I would be remiss to not say Santo Fazio. He was a great person, and he meant a lot to me, and just all the great people that were here, man, meant a lot to me. It's been my family for 15 years.
Some of the people who made this place like the coolest place in New York City. When you walked in here, you just knew, when you see somebody like Santo, greeting you when you walk in here, and Anthony and Nasser, you just knew it was a cool place to hang out. And there's Mummy right there. He's still working the crowd, saying hello to people. How you doing? Mummy, you want to bounce back in?
No,
you're right.
I need to go.
Oh. Always slapping people. Always slapping people.
Them too.
All right, let's go wrap it up.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Say goodnight to everybody in Facebook Live. I love you all. Thank you guys for all the years of support and love. I felt it a lot this week, and it really makes it the closure that much easier. Not easy, but that much easier. God bless and thank you all. I mean that. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Everybody loves Anthony. Dave, thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to sign off from the Three of Cups live on their last day. Right now it's April 2nd, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. How you doing, Silvana? Maria's still with us. Brooke. What can I say that hasn't been said already tonight? It's the end of an era. The East Village will never be the same. The boys came in here, opened up this restaurant 26 years ago, and they had a vision to make it the coolest place to come to, make it a family, no BS attitude. You came in here and you just, you knew you had to have a great meal, and you knew you were going to go downstairs and have a great time. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss coming down here. I'm going to miss seeing everybody's faces. This was the place where everybody met. You didn't, you just walk in and you're going to know a couple of people right off the bat as soon as you walk in. And I just want to wish Anthony probably the best in his future endeavors. His family, who put up with probably so much stuff with Anthony working late hours, and that's it, guys. Thank you, and thank you so much. Three of Cups, we love you, and I'm gonna say goodnight now. Signing off for the last time. Three of Cups, First Avenue and Fifth Street in the East Village. We love you, and we love you too. Thank you, and good night.